Hello, 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 hello. Thanks, guys. So yeah, Friday demos with me and Amy. So agenda for today: intro, the best bits, dubious, AMAX.
Yeah, and then we've passed over FMP numbers to 5.
And then we've got hint paywall experimentation with Ryan from Team Ship It.
Ryan.
So we've got Ryan up next, doing a demo of the hint paywall experiment.
So hi everyone, for anyone who hasn't met me, I'm a product designer, part of the Team Ship It, and today I'm going to be demoing the review hint page. So I thought I'd actually kick off as a kind of a little bit of a story. So I'd like to introduce you to a lady named Molly. So Molly is a complete beginner, meaning she's never made a tree before. She's new to family history, but she has some kind of interest to some degree of family history. She's intrigued by the whole thing. She's 64 years old. She really loves her family, and she loves a bit of bingo on a Friday night. She's retired, which means she has free time for the interwebs and things like family history. So now that I've introduced you to Molly, why don't I give you a bit of context into Molly's journey. And I know a bunch of you have seen this many times before, but I just thought I'd refamiliarize you all with the Molly's journey, basically. I'd be super brief. So yeah, she's typically likes to start things from Google. So she types in, she's interested in building some kind of family tree. She types in build a family tree. 5-year past takes her interest. And she lands on the family tree page. She likes what she sees, so she goes ahead and inputs the details, which takes her to this onboarding journey, where she has a grandmother and a grandfather, and it's a 7-step process of either side of a paternal and maternal. She does that, she lands on the tree, our system finds a hint, and she sees this pretty orange bubble, and so hopefully that's intrigued her. So she goes ahead and clicks that, which brings her to this page. Person that she thinks matches this record, the dates match, so she's further intrigued. This is all, 5 or 10 minute process, and it takes us to this page. This is the page that we've actually been working on. That's what I'm going to be demoing real quick. So first of all, before I jump into what I think we've solved, I'd just like to go through some of the problems we think we identified on this page. So just to reiterate, Molly is a complete beginner, so with that in mind, she's been asked to do 4 or 5 things in addition to starting up, to onboarding. She's been asked to understand a record. She's been asked to understand what a hint is. She's been asked to merge those things together, all while being asked with 5 call to actions on this page. She's been asked to start a free trial. She's been asked to subscribe. She's been asked to go back. So there's 5 total call to actions. So we thought that needed to be addressed. The visual hierarchy we thought could do with improvement as well. It's all kind of flat, nothing really jumps out, at least to me at least. And the content as well, like the content, so there's 3 points here. Discover more about your ancestors. What is it that you can discover? Put yourself in Molly's mind, she has no clue, we live and breathe this stuff. And then the 2 on the right are kind of like actions you can take on the tree itself. Again, that means nothing to Molly at this stage in the journey because she doesn't even know what the product is. So yeah, we tried to attempt to address some of these problems. So I'll quickly go ahead and show you the solution. By no means, this is definitely not the final piece. It is an experiment, so it's not the prettiest thing in the world. So just FYI. So this is the desktop version. So first things first, we tried to get the visual hierarchy, i.e. Just what stands out, should stand out in priority. So at the top, it's clear to Molly that we found a potential match. We tried to visually express the relationship between a record, a hint, and a node. So the node on the right, the record on the left, and then the hint in the middle. And then to start free trial to view this record at the bottom, more improved content. Thank you, Max, for the help. And so yeah, that first question is basically just delving into what was on the old version and what can you discover. We kind of answered that question here with 4 points. You can discover an occupation, address, parent's name, and household. And we decided to push just 1 clear call to action, i.e. free trial. Again, take your mind back. Molly's been asked to do so many things at this point. The last thing she needs is 5 call to actions, basically. So yeah, what else is there? So yeah, that's pretty much it for the desktop. So I'll quickly show you the mobile version. So pretty much the same concept, except we removed the educational piece because obviously we've only got a limited amount of screen room. But we've kept that kind of like concept of something's being withheld with the lock. So therefore you need to come get it and take a few trials, trying to push her on to click that button, hopefully increasing the CTR. And then if you scroll down, kind of the same concept, except we've got timelines a little bit different visually, and we've also extended the content with information of each bullet point. So what could I discover with this record? Occupation, see if you inherit any of their skills, address, perhaps a visit could be on the card soon, parents' names, discovery or previous generation of ancestors, household, find out exactly who they live with. Yeah, so as far as results-wise, we did actually push this live just before Christmas, but we did have an issue with tracking on GA. So we kind of had to reset. We fixed that issue now recently when we got back after the holidays, but it's not significant yet, so we don't actually have the right numbers. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Any questions? Yes, Dan. Adrian, when will we have significant numbers? Dan asks. Okay. Okay. Next week with a cautious face. Any other? Yes. Yeah, so the question is, David has been told that people go straight to a paid subscription and not take free trial. I'm not sure who's told you that, but I'm not sure if that's true. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Yes, yeah, definitely something look into that. Yeah. Any other questions? If you're only showing one hint, how is it chosen? That is, so we're not actually showing one hint. That's a really good question, actually. That would have, I mean, we're kind of working on different stuff now, but that would have been my choice of what to work on next, is how we present hints, because that's probably one of the most important questions. Yeah, that's, yeah, the mechanism for hints is the same, but that question is definitely the question that needs to be explored. Is that it? Cool. Cheers.
Thanks, Ryan.